What is going on, cave dwellers? What's happening? Tony's going to talk more tonight. Starting it off right.
Says Andrew. Every time. How many times, babe?
Not every time.
Every time. And how
How many
much does
times?
Tony get to talk? No time.
The floor is yours. Oh, snap. Wow. Nobody just heard us the entire time.
Did you seriously have the mic
Yeah,
on
the
mute?
mic was muted this entire time.
You're-
Welcome, guys. You guys just missed it. That was a great little banter right there.
You're such a dork.
What up, everybody? What's going on, cave dwellers? David, Spider, Sean, G7, Charles. What's happening? We were just talking that Tony is finally going to speak this week.
Whatever. You never let me talk.
She's got the floor is yours. Apparently,
You're
got
a
this.
hog.
You got this, girl.
No, you got it.
Do it. Do it up.
Well,
Mike is free.
Let's do the Camaros.
Mike is fire.
How many? Who's Mike?
That's Mike, and he listens.
Okay.
What's going on, everyone? Hey, John, how you doing? Was hanging a bit with Drake earlier. Oh, nice. Evening, all not home yet. Just left Detroit Autorama. Oh, how was the show? We are drinking our favorite wine, our favorite Moscato, in the 1875 winery glasses from the Fall Classic. Very nice. What up, Rock?
It's setup day.
Oh, it's setup day. Nice. What up? Working on the car. What are you doing, G7? What are you doing on that car? So last week was my birthday, and a couple weeks ago, with the help of NEOCC president, I did end up getting a present for our lovely tribute SS. All 4 presents, and they are sitting in the garage without meat on the bone. So
Socks, no shoes.
socks, no shoes, for sure. So I'm looking forward to that this season coming up, getting some new kicks.
Need some rubber.
Yeah, but something we did miss: fixing wiring, mouse chewed up the harness. Oh, damn. Well, what we did miss is
G7. We told you what to do to keep those little guys out of your car.
I think she did a whole video on it.
What are you doing? You know what? That's why there's no.
What happened to the other one?
It was the one the green one was on, and you kept ripping it off the wall and loosening it up. And
what
then
is yours?
I don't know. What'd you do with mine?
No, it's not there. But so last week was the anniversary of both of our 5th gens.
Birthdays.
It was their birthdays of when they got built. So I'm gonna go over this little ditty, and I'll do a video with this all for Shamrock, because this is obviously Shamrock Green. So this was the letter from General Motors, as you can see right there, regarding my 2010 Chevrolet Camaro. So basically it says, thank you for contacting the archives, right? This is from GM Archives. Anyone can get one. And it tells you the VIN and tells you basically your build. So Shamrock was built on February 16th. My 2010 Chevy Camaro, 1LT Coupe, at the Oshawa, Ontario, Canada Assembly Plant. Our records indicate the following volumes for the 2010 Camaro with your major options. 2010 Camaro totals. They built 129,405 units total for the 2010 model year.
Are you sure?
So I might have to read it again.
Are you sure?
I'll just show it. And of that, 1LT, 2LT totals. So basically the LT trim level. Now they only built 51,469 units. So now you get to
What
the
are you doing,
nitty gritty
Sneaky?
about options, right? Because we all know it's a synergy. So LT1 coupe, so LT1 and LT2 with GHS synergy color, which was only for 2010 LTs. 2,425 synergies total in 2010. Now, with the spoiler, because that was an option, D80 was the low wing spoiler for 2010. For 1LT and 2LT, they built 28,000 of them and 489 units. And with the sunroof, so how many sunroofs were with 1LT and 2LT? 22,049 units. Now, with the 6-speed automatic, that would be 44,772 units total for the model year for 1LT and 2LT with the automatic. Now, with the TCR ground effects, because the Synergy Edition did come with the ground effects, that was 10,886 units. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And then it's signed by our good friend there, Bernard, at the GM Archives team. So that's kind of cool. Now we'll put that back on the wall with the rest of them. Boom. Back on the wall. What about you, T? Look at that. First time's a charm.
No, it's not. That's crooked as hell.
So yeah, there's that.
Excuse you.
What? Taking your arm
My
rest?
arm off my armrest.
All right.
So Onyx came from the exact same factory the very next day on the 17th.
She did. Where's yours?
I think you took it to the garage.
I think you took it to the garage.
I think you took it to the garage.
Because it was hanging right there.
It was until you took it to the garage.
No, you took it to the garage, did a video. Remember we did a video?
You took it to the garage and made me do a video.
Oh, I made you? And what did you do with it?
You didn't bring it back up.
Oh, I didn't bring it back up after you were using it?
Okay.
Kind of crazy. All right, what else is going on, everyone? Spider, okay, we did something with the Camaro this week, and the Camaro turned 15, installed slotted and drilled rotors with ceramic pads. Nice. Shamrock actually has those as well. Not the drilled, but she got slotted rotors with the ceramic pads. Been using them for many, many years and haven't had to change them since. And I think the car has like 56,000 miles on it. Great stopping power. Definitely love it. And the ceramic pads definitely break down the brake dust a lot better.
They do.
Welcome back, Tonya. Voted Impala because I've been watching Supernatural on Netflix during meetings. Nice, Chris. Impala could be a hitchy sedan to rival Lexus, Mercedes, etc. Honestly, there was no reason why GM should have got rid of the Impala. The
high tech.
Oh, the larger sedans are doing pretty well. And it was a great vehicle and it had a great engine. Literally all they had to do is put all-wheel drive in the vehicle, which they could have done. Oh, that's right, they did do it. It's in the Buick Regal. And call it a day. Because it always won awards. People literally forgot the vehicle existed, and GM never advertised the vehicle. I mean, the vehicle made its debut in 2014, really 2013 with the 2014 model, and they didn't change it when it ended in 2020. So there's that. Well, something new. I mean, it's kind of like the same story as Camaro, right? So 6th gen comes out in 2015 as a 2016 model and ends its 6th gen lifestyle in 2024. And no, the fake videos that people are posting online right now are not real. There is no 2026 Camaro. There is no 2027 Camaro. So stop believing the fake news and these fake videos and giving them clickbait. They're literally posting AI generated photographs and people are watching it. It's kind of embarrassing. Then I got the Camaro emblems taken off my car and ordered the 2024 Panther Camaro emblems. They look fantastic on the orange. I'm going to be a little biased. That probably looks good, Spider, but kind of upset that you did that. But I'm just being honest. Send us pictures. We love to take a look at them and see it. I mean, yeah, so much fake information, G7. David says, wait, the El Camino is not coming back either. No, if I get one more phone call at my dealership about the Nova, Chevy Nova, and there was one more. Oh, not the, what was the other vehicle besides the Nova? I can't forget. I can't remember. No. Literally, Street Outlaws has it. It's a GM. Right? Yeah. Besides Nova, I'm drawing a blank. Yes, thank you, Sean. If I get one more call about the new Chevelle coming out, literally at my dealership, we're like, what are you talking about? Stop it. Unless GM says anything by themselves. First of all, they're too worried about EVs right now to even worry about sports cars. They have one sports car left from Chevrolet, and it's the Corvette, and sales are dwindling on that. Literally, the factory is shutting production for 4 weeks. 2 of my senior lady friends recently bought Buick SUVs. They can't drive them or park them. Look how quick you got your EV letter. I know, right? Oh, let me grab that, actually. Why Tonya can talk now, because now she gets a free second.
What are you grabbing?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I would.
Well, that was fast.
Wow, babe.
My EV letter. Look at welcome to the family with an EV on it. Except it's not the Equinox EV. It's my little congratulations letter that we've gotten for every car, by the way, including we're gonna turn that upside down. Yeah, right on your face. But just a little congratulations letter, that you get from buying a Chevrolet or a GM product. And luckily, on the inside, they actually do show pictures of the EVs, so that's kind of cool. And then as their dear Andrew, congratulations on your 2025 Chevrolet Equinox EV, and signed by the U.S. Vice President of Chevrolet Marketing, Steve Mayors. So there's that. That was a little thank you letter that GM sent us. Our Equinox EV has 500 miles on it now. So we've definitely been driving it. And I actually can report a little something so that people can get a feel for it. So 13 people, 2 likes. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, guys, if you enjoy what you're hearing. Has Tonya driven the EV yet?
Nope.
Nope. Are you impressed with collaborated advertising? No, I'm just kind of thankful that they send those kind of things. I mean, every time I open something that's like thank you letter. I mean, spending my hard earned money, I better get a letter from them. I think it's like it's nice, whether it's from your dealership or General Motors in general. A nice thank you is kind of cool, because not all companies do that. Tony wants no part in the EV. 100%. Let's bring back the Chevette and Pinto wars. That's never going to happen. And those cars actually did not sell very well.
Can we not? Can we not?
And they didn't make any money. That's the worst part about those cars. They made the company no money.
Can we not bring back the Pinto?
Look how quick your EV letter can. How is the poll doing anyway? All right. So we got, if Chevy were bringing back a sedan, by the way, I wanted to put more options, but there was only 4 spots I could choose. So obviously, Malibu's still for sale, by the way. The 2025 Malibu is still for sale. You can go buy one right now. Within my dealer group, we have 10 of them. Impala hasn't been around since 2020. Cruise hasn't been around since 2021. And the Cobalt since 2015. So kind of crazy. I do think they need to bring back a small car like that, whether it be Cruise, Cobalt, Sonic, Spark, even, which sold so many. Kind of crazy. Is there a break-in mileage on the EV? It's a very good question, actually. I don't know. I don't know that answer. I have not gone into sport mode yet. I haven't tried that, or I have not tried my mode yet either. I've tried snow and ice mode, and because it was bad weather, and just regular. But literally, my commute is 5 miles a day, so it's not like I'm going very far. But with 500 miles that we put on the car already, we have been traveling back and forth. This past weekend, we did a little rendezvous. What did we do this weekend, babe?
I don't know. What do we do?
I don't tell people.
I'm looking up if there's a break-in period.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
No, I'm still doing.
So you can talk now. What is going on with your eyes right now?
My eyes
Well, that's what I was getting at, David. Thank you very much for the question. I don't believe there's a break-in period for the EV. I haven't. I think I hammered it one time just to feel the power, but it's 220 horsepower, right, and 255 feet-pound of torque. And you definitely feel the instant torque when you lay it to the ground. What's different is I can drive it back and forth and not touch my brake pedal one time. And I'm not even using the regenerator, the one pedal driving. I'm using the regenerative braking on the back of the steering wheel. So it's different when I get back into a gas powered vehicle. So that's kind of different. But to answer David's question, have you paid to charge it yet? I have, just to test it and see like what it would be like to pay for the DC fast charging. So I did go to a DC fast charger during my lunch break, and the company texts you literally when you're done, like a whole receipt of how much kilowatts you got, and I can actually read that to you because it's pretty cool actually. So there's multiple companies out there that do these chargers. Tonya, see if you got the pics. Spider wants to know if you see you got the pics. I love peanuts. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Same in Virginia, Jan, cold. I'm all ears. All right, so I used thank you for charging with Electrify America is the name of the company. DC fast charger, and it was in Denville, and it even gives you like the charger number, the session, and I paid a total of $7.70 to charge the vehicle. Charging price was 56 cents per kilowatt pre-tax. There is a idling, like if you idle with the vehicle and you're just plugging it in and charging the vehicle while you're idling and sitting in the vehicle, they actually charge you 40 cents a minute for doing that as well. I was not in the vehicle, and I wouldn't do that. I think charging the vehicle and sitting in the vehicle while the vehicle's charging is like radiation killer on your body. So you probably shouldn't do that. What the hell? I never got one for my Gen 6 in 2017. Really? You're like the second person I talked to that has not gotten letters for buying GM vehicles. So sales tax in the state of New Jersey is 6.625%. So it charged me 48 cents for sales tax. Now there are discounts available for charging stations, but I was just a guest. It's the first time I ever did it, so I didn't know you could like sign up for accounts with these companies and like do an online account so you get points back and get dollars off and have all these discounts. So it's just me signing up as a guest, like, oh, I pulled up to a charger, I need to charge, like, let me charge it and bounce when I'm done, right? So the end state of charge, I got there with 54% battery life, and I ended the state of charge with 66% battery life. So it was a total energy delivered of 12.912 kilowatts, and energy billed was 12.9 kilowatts. Power type DC fast charging, max charging speed 54 kilowatts per hour. So charging time was 16 minutes. So I literally just charged it for 16 minutes and 11 seconds. And it gave me 12% battery life and about 60 miles. So it charged me $7.70 for 60 miles and 12% battery. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool because it literally that was fast for me. I mean, this is all a learning process about this vehicle. But it's not bad. It's like two gallons of gas, so it's almost the same. Now there are discounts, like I said. Literally, you can get that, and it can be cheaper. Plus, there are charging stations in towns where the towns will subsidize the charging stations, so it costs you less. But this is the first time I ever did it. I just wanted to see what it would be like, and just to show you guys, because yep, like I did it. $7.70. There is my whole bill, which is cool. And they send you text messages about it, emails, and literally I just walked up to it, plugged it in, hit my card on the charger, started charging. I went and ate my lunch, came back. So it was kind of different. But that's the first time we used the DC fast charger. Kind of cool. FYI, pricing for gas has gone down 25 cents per gallon this past week in San Antonio. Nice. Still about $3 a gallon here. A little under. I saw it. What was it, $2.89? What have you been seeing for gas when you drive past, or you don't even notice?
I don't.
Yeah. What did you pay for Costco last time? She just gives the card. She's like, take my money.
I have to put gas in it, so.
What are you guys paying for gas right now where you live? Hey guys, nice having a bit warmer weather these past few days. It's been really nice. Today was 55 degrees. And yesterday was like 54. I actually washed the EV. Well, not washed. Wash is a short term. But I hit it with a hose just to get the salt off of it because it's going to rain tomorrow. So one of the malls I go to has free charging stations in the parking garage, but plan on staying a couple hours for a full charge. So then are they, Paul, are they not DC fast chargers? Are they level 1, level 2? If you know, if not, it's fine. But there's different levels to the charging stations. So that really makes a difference. The one I used was DC fast charging. Like at my dealership, we do not have a DC fast charger. It is level 1 and level 2. That's it. And of course, the problem with EV charging is not that there's not enough EV chargers. Yes, that could be a problem. The problem is there's a lot of EVs on the road and people are trying to use the chargers at the same time. And there's not enough chargers for the customers that are already using there. So someone's in the mall for a couple hours and they don't really need the charger station, or someone doesn't even have an EV. They just saw that parking space and they pulled in. Well, then you're SOL. They're not charging their car. They're just parked there to park there because there's a parking spot. So that is a big deal.
We got no pictures.
We did not get any pictures, Spider. So how's this poll doing? Looks like 29% people are in favor of Malibu. 57% are in favor of bringing the Impala back. I like that. And 14% are in favor of bringing the Cruise back. The best thing about the Cruise, first of all, is made in America, Ohio. Drove past that. I know, Ohio. Drove past that factory many times. American workers, American product, built in America. Was awesome. You could get one for $15,000 brand new with a manual transmission, by the way, which was awesome. And it was awesome to actually have like an introduction vehicle for customers new to Chevrolet. Now they do have that. They still do have that vehicle, the Chevy Trax, but you're gonna have to step up to $21,000. GM does not offer a vehicle under 20 grand, brand new. So that's where the market has dictated. Same thing. They used to have the Sonic and the Spark, and all those vehicles were under 20 grand. But the market's changed, and so have prices. And what they're talking about now is that, according to some articles, they're saying that Trump's tariffs will affect new car sales and bring them up 10% on new vehicles. We'll see. I don't believe that's going to happen, but that is what some of the experts are suggesting is going to happen. They get towed if parked in an EV and not an EV. Really? Wow. I have not seen that. 2 DC fast chargers in Denville are on city property, so the rate for those charging points is at 1/2 of the electrified America. Like that would have been great to get like 12% battery and pay $4. Like that would have been even better. The Cruise diesel was peppy. The Cruise, people enjoyed the Cruise diesel. They were getting like over 50 miles to the gallon on the Cruise diesel. Did you ever see an email from a few weeks ago? G7 wanted to know if you saw an email from him a few weeks ago. She's gonna look right now. That was an Apple pick. Hell, they don't email.
His picks came.
Oh, there you go. Someone's picks came. Come on, guys. We got four likes here. Don't forget to smash that like button.
Which email?
We do appreciate it, and does help us out with the analytics for get more people to watch.
Which one?
That's FJ. That's not G7.
I thought you said FJ. I can't read it.
No, it's G7.
Okay. So
Paul says it's faster than 5G. I don't know
Hot Wheels edition.
A lot about it. What?
Hot Wheels edition?
Yeah, the Hot Wheels edition, right? G7. I actually looked at it. I thought it was pretty cool. Except I never responded, so that's my fault. So I do apologize. Pull it up. You gotta hit Seymour. I think we showed it. I think we showed it off. Or you responded. I don't know.
No, I didn't respond because it says, "Hey, Andy."
Notice a local church has a charging station in the parking lot, a source of revenue. Well, yeah, about the Hot Wheels. Yep. We see that. We see that she's looking at the email right now, G7. Yeah, so these companies that put in these charging stations do get a kickback from the local and state governments. So that's why they do it. Friend let me borrow one. It was amazing in Forest Green, 51 mpg. That's what I'm saying, right? The Cruise diesel. I mean, listen, they sold a lot of Cruises. Even the last year of the Cruise, in 2021, I believe, they sold over 129,000 Cruises. How do I know those numbers? Because I've actually looked this up way a long time ago. But literally in Lordstown, Ohio plant, the production of Cruises never went under 100,000. They sold a lot of cars. Now, didn't mean they made a lot of money off the cars, but they did sell a lot of Cruises.
Okay, so it looks like we have a 2018 Tour SS Hot Wheels edition for sale.
You know what? Let me see if I can pull up the pictures while we have it. I got a G7.
No pictures.
Oh, there's no pictures. Oh.
Oh, what are you pulling up?
I thought there was pictures.
No.
Whoopsie.
It has the GM cold air intake, mag ride, strut tower brace, sunroof, 8-speed automatic. It only had, what year was this? 2018?
2018.
Wow. It only has 980 miles on it. Under 1,000 miles, y'all. It's been sitting in a barn with a cover on it all this time. Do you have any suggestions on where or how to sell it? Anybody looking for a Hot Wheels edition with no miles on it? Or anybody know anybody looking for one? We know where you can find one.
Very true. So the picture you see on the screen, that is Spider's Inferno Orange Hot Wheels with the 2024 Camaro.
It's not his. It's
Tex.
for sale. It's his dad's.
Oh, that's his dad's? Oh.
He's showing the wrong car.
Well, that's my bad. But the picture's awesome. Actually looks good on the side of the car. Look at that. Look at that. Can I zoom in? I can zoom in. That's kind of cool. Very nice, Rabbit. Very nice. But let's get back to these comments here, guys. So, honestly, for how cheap the incentives are for EVs, it makes total sense for some people. Local dealers around me have Mach-E Selects for $199 a month. So, I do know a person that did get a Equinox EV, cheaper rate. If you want the cheapest of the cheap, but you have to qualify for every single incentive. Now, I'll tell you, there's a lot of incentives, and the incentives can get up there. Literally, they 2 days ago, and I was a little upset with it. They dropped the Costco incentive. If you were a Costco member, I should have waited to the end of the month, but it's what it is. We would have got an extra $1,250 in rebate off of the Equinox EV, Blazer EV, Silverado EV. They just dropped this Costco incentive 2 days ago on EVs. So literally, I know someone that at least a brand new Equinox EV for $187 a month. Now you got to qualify for every rebate, 108 with nothing down. They put no money down, $187 a month. And yes, for some people, it makes financial sense if your commute is reasonable. Now, granted, you can go 319 miles is what GM's estimate is. Now, I will tell you, I don't think I could ever get 319 miles on this EV so far. But I'm very different. Any chance I get to plug it in and charge, I'm going to plug it in and charge. That's just the way it is. It's the way I work. But we have almost 500 miles on our Equinox EV, aka Eve, and it saved us money on gas for sure, and saved us miles off of her truck, and miles off of our Camaros in the bad weather. So that is the main reason. Not only did I get another car, which I could have been fine driving a Camaro for right now until the season and not get another vehicle, but then I'm putting all these miles on the Camaro, and I don't want to do that. And especially premium gas in the SS, because that's the one I'd be driving around every day. So there was just a lot of reasons why we did it. And if you can get a lease with no money down for under $300 a month, it's kind of a no-brainer. Now, I'll be honest and upfront. What I got, $7,500 off in rebate. Who's that?
Your dad.
But I know customers that have gotten $9,500 off a rebate, and if I would have got the extra Costco rebate, I know customers that have gotten $11,000 off in rebate. And if you have a Bolt EUV and you were an employee, then you would literally get like $13,000 off in rebate, which is just why these lease prices are so good. It's just kind of crazy what you can get if the manufacturer and government is just throwing money towards you. Yes, that's why the Equinox EV cheaper versions are moving, and we can't get them in fast enough. If a dealer has an Equinox EV for under $40,000, it does not last long. Spider's Panther emblem. Could look good on a Synergy too. That's very true. Yep. Hell yeah, Chris. Lordstown represent. Looks nice. How much for the Hot Wheels car? Rock is asking. I don't know. How much did they say?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No. Thanks, guys.
Shut your
$20K
mouth.
for a new car in 2015. Honestly, not too bad. No, not bad at all. Like I said, I would never buy an EV, but if you're going to lease it, who cares? In 2 or 3 years, you return the vehicle. And in a state like ours, in New Jersey, more than 80% of cars on the road are leased. My dealership does like 90% leasing.
And not garaged.
By the way. Very true. Tony has found that out.
So done with this house, huh? G7, how much does your dad want for the car?
On any given weekend, the lots are full and hard to get in and out of for 3 minutes. Probably 25 people in line with 4 registers. Yeah, 100%. So that's what happens. There's like I did hear that some companies are making like EV gas stations, but that's not something that's going to be traveling nationwide. That's here and there. Smash that like button. Yeah, don't forget, guys. I'm not sure Tony wants to say our EV. She hasn't driven it yet, so there's that. She may be a little afraid. How much is the insurance on the EV?
Afraid?
See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not skirt.
She's a little skirt.
I'm not skirt.
Skirty.
I'm not skirt.
So Al, that's a really good question, because a lot of people would think like the insurance would have went crazy. It's honestly not. Literally, my insurance bill went up $70 for 6 months, and that's how we have 6 cars on a policy, and it went up $70 for 6 months. That's not bad. I'll take that. Well, $12 a month. $750K. Yep, G7 says 50 cars going for $50,000. That sounds like a steal.
There you go.
She ain't skirt. Buc-ee's has a whole EV lineup. Really? I have not seen a Buc-ee's EV lineup. I'm gonna have to Google that, because that's kind of intriguing. I'd be curious to see that. We make more profits from alcohol, but there are very few public charging stations in my town. Stop and Shop just put in a couple. Probably like driving the Caddy SRX. Very quiet. It's super quiet. You can't hear it at all.
Tell when it's on.
You don't know when the vehicle is on or off. It's a big learning curve, and we'll do videos about it and showing people differences, so you guys can understand it a little bit better. But it is a learning curve. It's definitely new, but it's if you're into video games or like play computer games or console games, it's like driving a video game. It's literally a video game, and it can get addicting. I don't hate it, actually. I thought I would. Yes, it's actually pretty nice. I know. I was bashing it hardcore.
Who are you and what did you do with my boyfriend?
Like driving Frogger. I mean, kinda. It does make this spaceship noise when you're backing up or driving under 25 miles an hour. But and it's, apparently the noise is supposed to get louder when you put it in sport mode, but I have not experienced this yet because I have not done that. Did you find that answer for
I
the
did.
break-in period for EVs?
I did.
Wow, here you go. I'm gonna get a drink.
So there is not a traditional break-in period for electric vehicles, which now I'm like way past. So electric cars do not have a traditional break-in or mechanical run-in period like internal combustion engine vehicles. However, some manufacturers recommend a period during which the driver should avoid extreme driving conditions such as rapid acceleration or heavy braking to allow the vehicle's system to calibrate, sorry. I'm like, why is it collaborating?
Who you collaborating with?
Yeah, I know, right? Apparently the car is, to allow its systems to calibrate the battery management system to optimize performance. So it says that you have to condition the battery. So new electric vehicles may benefit from a period of gentle driving to help condition the battery and ensure optimal performance and longevity. And then the regenerative braking, many EVs come with braking systems that can take some time to adjust to the driver's habits. Gradually using these features can help maximize efficiency. Tire break-in, while the electric drivetrain may not need a break-in period, the tires may need time to wear in properly. It's often recommended to avoid aggressive driving for the first few hundred miles. Well, it's with any tire. Recommendations: always check your owner's manual for specific recommendations from the manufacturer, as they may have particular guidelines for their vehicles. So, in general, while there is no strict break-in period for an electric car, you do want to give certain aspects of that vehicle time to adjust to its new driver and its surroundings. So, no.
Oh, there's your answer from Tonya. Jan says, "I love my Camaro. Camaro's raw, 100%." And let's be serial for a second. Between our 4 Camaros, we got some pretty loud cars. For people that have heard them, we got some loud cars, and we got 5 gas-powered vehicles. And there's the cops
coming to get you for driving that damn car.
See, she hates it. I don't think you do. I think when we're driving around, you're just like, it is what it is.
You don't notice the dark glasses and the like hat pulled over.
She hides herself. She's like, I don't want to be seen in this.
This is me in the EV.
Paul says, sounds like my Jeep. Sometimes I have to check to see if it's turned off or not. So there is a feature on the Equinox EV that literally, to turn off the vehicle, you just put it in park and open the driver door and the vehicle automatically turns off. That is how the vehicle turns off. And to turn the vehicle on, you literally sit in the driver's seat.
Yeah, there's no robbing a bank in that car.
No. Meet Andy Jetson. Yo, the Jetsons were cool, man. I used to watch that. Cars that get me. Gas-powered trucks with auto start. Tribute's insane. 100%, David. We appreciate that. We actually did check up on the kids yesterday. They're all doing good.
All snuggled and plugged.
Did this turn into EV Cave? I can't wait for Camaro season. It's been in the 50s here this week in Wisconsin. I know, Peter. I know. We're definitely not the EV cave, but it's something that for our commuter vehicle, my commuter vehicle, back and forth to work, it made sense. I know.
Just R again.
I don't want to talk about it too much, but just to give you guys some background on it. Jetson Andy, great nickname, David. Love the Jetsons. EV, ugh. My Camaro garage is almost finished. All I have left to do is hang some pictures. I'll send pics next week. Oh, that's awesome, Sean. We can't wait to see that.
Sean, you just need to be our other half of the screen for a week.
I know. You need to come on board.
And we'll show everybody's garage.
David said, blink twice if you need help. So there are some articles we have found. Getting back to Camaro life. This one, which was provided to us by FJ, by the way, a perfect 6-mile 1990 Chevrolet IROC Z28 1LE, which I don't like how they. First of all, the title should be Camaro IROC Z28 1LE, not 1LE IROC. But Camaro was uncovered in a basement with 6 miles on it.
A basement?
What?
Did they
tucked
get
away
it in a basement?
for 34 years.
Okay, but
and not touched.
Can we just go back?
Look at this thing. Yes, go back to it.
How did they get that car in the basement?
I don't know.
Maybe that's a third gen with 6 miles.
Third gen with 6 miles, y'all. I know Tony's super excited about it.
It even has a personalized plate on it.
In someone's basement, y'all.
How do you get a car in a basement?
It's gonna have the original window sticker.
My God, it's from Van Nuys, California.
Wow. That's crazy. There's the window sticker. Brand new. The vehicle was $16,779. Performance axle ratio, 16-inch aluminum wheels with locks, 4-speed automatic with overdrive, the 5.7-liter V8.
16 to 24 miles.
It even had a radio delete. Wow. Decal and stripe delete. Radial tires. Camaro IROC Z Coupe. Total charge. And then your destination charge. Wow, destination charge back then was $439. Right now, it is $1,200. $1,295 right now to deliver a vehicle to a dealership. Up. Wow, 6 miles. This car is going to go for a steal if it hasn't already. Man, talk about being hidden. Here we go. Blue IROC Z 1LE. In Ohio.
It's in Ohio.
Everything's in Ohio. We actually seen this car live. This car was at the Fall Classic this year.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, it was. It was on a trailer. They dropped it off. Bringing it back to life. Look at that. IROC Z. That is gorgeous.
Can I have it?
Can I have it?
Can I have it?
Can I have it? Can I have it?
Can I have it?
Can I have it?
Can I?
Yeah, he was at the Fall Classic. I think he's an NEOCC member, actually. Someone struck gold.
Okay, so he found it in a basement, or it was in his basement?
It's a very good question.
And did they build the basement around the car? Because, again, how did they get that car in a basement?
Well, that's what Jan is asking.
We're going to have to find this car.
I know. If they had those cellar doors, maybe. By the way, I'll also have the Camaro white page. Yes. Wow, that's incredible and sad at the same time. Beautiful IROC Z. I remember it from the Fall Classic. See, David, we saw the vehicle. I took pictures of this vehicle.
I don't remember that vehicle.
It was there. Wow, look at how mint this interior. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That is mint. It even has
It's
like the
not
picture.
just a car, it's your freedom.
That is awesome. You
I'm not
ain't,
gonna
you ain't gonna
lie.
get that in an EV.
No. I'm not gonna lie, I would frame that floor mat.
Look at how it looked, man. And it was sitting off the ground too. It was on a rack. From Lavery Chevrolet Buick. Wow. Lavery, sorry. So it was on jack stands. So the tires never even touched the ground.
Yeah, but for how many years it was just they were hanging?
Yeah.
Oh, that poor car's suspension probably needs some TLC.
The whole car needed some TLC, except the interior. It looked like the interior was pretty mint.
I mean, that looks brand new.
It looks gorgeous.
Can I have it?
Can I
have it?
I know. We need to get an IROC. 5.7 tune port injection. Look at that. Look at all that buildup of dust and grime on the top of that engine.
Yeah, they didn't cover the engine.
Still, if that's the way it looked when they opened it up, not too shabby. But 34 years, there had to be some critters in there or something.
Something.
That's kind of crazy. It was amazing. I live in Texas. We don't have any basements. To have the forethought to put an IROC away. I know, right? If people right now would know, like all the people that bought IROCs back in the 80s were like, oh, I'm gonna put this IROC away that I bought for $16,000.
I know, right?
And flip it for 40 and 50 grand. Like 20 years later.
Because let's face it, the fate of most third gens was rough.
Oh yeah.
I know I ran the piss out of mine. That poor thing. Oh, I'm just not going to tell you the things I did to that car because it's just blasphemy. I got a lot of tickets in that car.
Just look at how clean that interior is, though. I remember that. It's exactly the same interior as my dad had in his 89.
It's the same as my 89, except for my interior was tan. Man, I ran that thing so hard I thought the
look at that radio delete, no radio. That's crazy.
How? Why would you delete?
That was because it was a track car. It was literally a track car. Same thing with the Z28. People did not order. The only reason
that car hasn't even seen the road.
The only reason
track.
the 2014 Z28 had a active radio
so you can hear
is
the doors.
because the door chime. They
Yeah,
legally
the
had to have a seatbelt chime, so they had to put the radio on. Otherwise, they said they wanted to delete it. They did not want a radio in the Z28.
Yeah, I'm aware. But that
car, yeah, who told you?
That car hasn't seen the road, babe.
Well, and it's a catch-22 for putting these cars away, right? Because like you want to drive them, you want to enjoy them, you want to enjoy your spent on the car, and then you just bought it in literally 5 miles. You drove it from the dealership home, and that was the only time you ever drove the car.
If they even did that, and it somehow made its way to Ohio, it still only has 6 miles from California.
My second car, just gonna say, don't see any critter. Oh, that's awesome. Forget the second car bit. Oh. Andy, do you remember our 1989? Of course I do. 100%. Doesn't look like a traditional basement since they are driving it out of a grade level. Very true. My buddy had an 88 black and gold IROC. Oh, that'd be mint.
You would literally have to like build the house around the car and not have a way for it to get out. for me not to drive it.
KD wants to know what was the horsepower on the IROC, babe. And David already answered at 245. Yeah. So did G7. 5.7 put 245 horses out, which is crazy for all the. First of all, I just gotta say this because I had a V6. I had a 2010 V6. For all those V6 haters out there, that 5.7 had nothing on today's 3.6. Okay. The 3.6 had 310 horse in 2010. If it was a 2023 car, or if it was the last year of the 5th gen, 2015,
That was a heavy
it had
car.
323 horse in a V6, which destroyed the past V8s of the 3rd gen and the 4th gen. So for people that always wanted to go after people that own V6 Camaros, they need to learn a little bit about some Camaro history. That's all I gotta say.
That was a heavy car. Heavy car, babe. Heavy car.
It was on the transport. I used to have a red IROC Z with the 5.7. All of my Camaros since have been black or Panther black. Very nice. Sean said his parents, 1982 Z28, had a 305 engine and 190 horsepower. Where we have gone with this horsepower, like what do people think is the pinnacle? Like where does it stop? Right? Like right now to this day, the 24 Camaro, right? My Camaro, plenty of y'all's Camaros, 455 horsepower, 455 feet-pound of torque in a V8 engine that they stole from the Corvette and put it into Camaro, like most generations, and it made that kind of power. And you were getting 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. 3.8 if you want to be exact. But come on, guys. Like, what are we talking about here? Where is the cutoff? How good does it have to get in order for people to be like, yeah, I'll spend 50 grand? What about sinkholes, Charles? David says, damn straight, love my LLT. Andy, I agree. I have a 2011 V6. Like the V6 was awesome in that car. Plus, you were getting 30 miles to the gallon in a Camaro, and you didn't need premium fuel.
I am not getting that kind of mileage out of my
Look
V6.
at Tonya's Turbo Max. 100%.
Not getting that kind of mileage whatsoever.
No, not in your
I stop more than your V8 does.
She does. She gets worse gas mileage than my V8.
I'm like, babe, I need to stop for gas.
Hey, that Camaro sold at Mecum, kissing me in January for $104,000.
The blue one?
This one. Yep. They bought it for 16 and sold it for $104,000. That's crazy.
That's a turnaround on your cha-ching.
Yeah, talk about investment. You're not seeing that kind of money in the stock market.
You're like you're retiring off of that. Like you're like,
well, I don't know about retiring, but that's just like a nice little nest egg. You can't retire off 100 grand.
Just like putting a car away and retiring off of it.
Chevrolet, commitment to excellence. They need to bring that back. They need to bring excellence back to Chevrolet.
Yep. I thought I had a picture of mine.
1990 Chevrolet Camaro owner's manual. Wow, there's so much documentation on this car. That's pretty awesome that they have all these files.
Well, they didn't do anything with it. They just brought it home, put a cover on it, and left it to rot.
Yeah, the letter from Chevrolet owner. Look it. That is a letter from Chevrolet thanking the owner for buying the vehicle.
I know.
People actually keep those. Go figure.
A typed letter, babe.
Wow. It's kind of cool to get one of those.
We have baggies.
We have all of ours.
No, I don't have Onyx.
You don't have Onyxes? Well, I don't have Shamrocks either because I bought it pre-owned. Well, that's that one. That's one story, right? Because I do have another story for y'all to see on tonight's episode. We're restoring a 83Z28 right now, G7 said. Well, we can't wait to see that. Hopefully, is it going to be ready in time for Nationals? What is the horsepower on the 2025 Blazer SS EV? To answer that question, it has 615 horsepower and 655 feet-pound of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, which is faster than the Camaro ZL1. And to quote Chevrolet and General Motors, the quickest SS ever produced. And there are talks right now that the Equinox EV that I have may come out with its own SS trim level. So stay tuned for that. Mine still gets 25 mpg. Got that right. In my opinion, after a certain point, the higher horsepower numbers are just for bragging rights. No, you're not wrong there, Rock. Not wrong. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys, if you're enjoying watching. Not the quickest in the curves. No, just in a straight line. 100%, Peter. No, it'll take a little longer than that. Okay. All right. Never got one for Cherry, Andy. Really? Interesting. Yeah, 2010 did not come with a book in the day.
I have the book.
You got the book?
Mm-hmm.
Will you provide the
Came
next
in a
owner
leather
of your Equinox EV a copy of the letter when you turn it in?
Came in a leather bound.
Hell no, it's my letter. It's got my name on it.
Excuse me?
The letter's got my name on it.
What are you talking about?
I'm answering David's question. Dear Andrew.
Yeah, don't involve me in that blasphemy.
You never got a leather eater. Really, G7? Really? I blame your dealerships on that. Maybe they didn't have your address properly in the system when they reported the car. That does happen. Reporting the cars matter for the addresses for the manufacturer to send out letters and updates and all that jazz. But Jane, did you get a letter for your Blazer? Actually, did I get a letter for the Blazer?
I don't know.
I think I would have gave it to her.
That is sick, dude.
Whose is that?
It's got a heater in it. Maybe that's a sink.
Whose is that?
Sean's.
That looks badass, Sean.
That is sick.
All right, so the other story I wanted to go over tonight was this one. So NC Tow Service owner charged with a 1967 Chevrolet Camaro theft, stealing someone's pride and joy in North Carolina. And this just came out literally 3 days ago.
Was the homeboy in jail? I wonder if his brother came to get him and then he had a warrant.
Well, there's his mugshot.
And then his mother came to get him and he had a warrant. And he was like, oh, I guess you guys don't need this car.
Do you want to tell the people what you're talking about?
That was stupid.
So we watch On Patrol Live a little bit, and last night was crazy. What happened?
Oh my God. This dude gets pulled over on a motorcycle. Right? It was a motorcycle?
Yes.
And he doesn't have a license. Why was he out? I have no clue. So he's like, let me call somebody to come get the bike. Please don't tow it. He calls his cousin. His cousin comes up in there. He's like, walks over there real quick. They take all of his information so that they can release the bike to him. Boom, here's some jewelry. In the back of a cop car he goes because cousin had a warrant for his arrest. These cops were just racking them up. Like, you have to go hunt these guys down. No, they came right to him.
3 people.
Then they called his mama to come and get the bike, or at least stay with it until somebody could come flatbed it away for them. Called his mama. His mama walks over, and she has a warrant. Any more family members you want to go to jail tonight?
You can't make this
Three
up.
of these people were going to jail.
Couldn't make it up. I was like, what are we watching right now?
Family reunion.
Literally. All 3
At the lockdown.
Back in a cop car. All
one
going
by
to jail.
one, and acting all stupid like they didn't even know.
Well, this one in North Carolina.
Stop calling your family, bro.
It was pretty sad. It was sad.
It was fucking hysterical is what it was.
So look at this guy's mugshot. This guy.
That's the guy who stole it?
Yeah. Has been charged with stealing a 1967 Chevrolet Camaro and fraudulently claiming the title to it while its owner, Tim, was temporarily in jail.
Okay, so you know why he's able to do that? Or how he's able to do that?
I don't.
I mean, he could have gotten away with it. He really could have. I don't know what he didn't do correct, but tow truck companies and storage facilities can take title out on it after specific things are met and then take it in and get title for it and sell it. I did it all the time at my storage facility.
Interesting.
You have to meet certain criteria, and it's harder to do with newer cars because the newer cars are they still have, like, they might still have a
I remember that picture.
They might still have a payment on the car, like a loan. That makes it harder.
First of all, before Tonya and I met, I guess really, you were at the 6th Gen unveil.
And the 50th.
I was at the 6th Gen unveil. This car on the screen was at the 6th Gen unveil, and we saw this car in person.
Yeah, you have like video and pictures and stuff of my car and all kinds of stuff from those things.
Kind of crazy, y'all.
Weird. We were in a lot of places at the same time.
We were. Well, Camaro did it for us.
That dude, bro.
I know that dude just says he belongs in jail. He's just like, I belong here.
He looks like he'd steal your car.
It's now Good's turn to rotate into the Rowan County Jail with a $30,000 bond on 4 felony charges related to the theft and forgery of the title of the vehicle.
That's where he went wrong. He should have used a
Forged
salvage
it.
title.
But the owner is once again enjoying his classic 1967 Chevy Pony car once again.
Can you imagine, like, jumping out of jail and you're just like, let me go get my car, and then your car is like
Not there.
all caught up in some bullshit?
Kind of crazy.
That's not cool, baby. That's not cool.
New addition to Cops Family Style. Dude, it really was. Jan said that.
For sure.
Oh, what state were they? Oh, they were in Florida.
Yeah, they weren't in Ohio.
Face only a mother can love.
Dude, I don't even think his mother loves it.
So back to Camaro life. Yeah, how many brand new 2024 Chevrolet Camaros are still available on the market? Does anyone want to guess? And don't look it up because I already have it.
Can I guess?
No, you cannot guess.
Why can't I guess?
You are the guest. We have it here. We have the answer. How many 2024 Camaros are left on the market? And if you don't know, the answer is 20, y'all. There's only 20 cars left.
I was going to guess that.
That's because you already knew the answer. We talked about it. Sean said 13. G7 said 20. Spider said 25. Jan said 9. Yeah, only 20 cars left. All right,
Oh my God, I'm
you
gonna
want to do
cry
one
when
better?
it's 9.
How many of those 20 cars are coupes versus convertibles? How about that? And I'll let you guys take a second to answer this and put your idea. How many of the 20
2
cars
coupes.
are coupes and how many are
2
convertibles?
coupes. Because wasn't there 4 last time? Right? 3 coupes. I'm gonna go 3 coupes.
You gonna go 3?
I'm gonna go 3 coupes.
I mean, I know the answer, so I can't try.
Is it still 4 or is it less?
Rock says
I say 3.
6 and 14. G7 says 2. David says 4. Spider says 3. Peter says 3.
I say 3. I say it's the 2 Hendricks and the
Jan says 12 convertibles.
and the Panther. Oh wait, no, the Panther
Paul
was
says
a
4
convertible.
coupes. David said 4 coupes.
Panther was a convertible, wasn't it? No, it was a coupe. I say the 2 Hendricks and the.
Oh, there's your answer, ladies and gents.
Oh, it's still 4?
4 coupes and 16 convertibles. And of those 4 coupes, you have a Summit White, a Vivid Orange, a Radiant Red, and a Shark Skin Metallic, which means that there is only one Hendrick car left.
So the other Hendrick sold.
Yes.
One of the 2 Hendricks sold.
So there's only 4 coupes left, and only one of them, only 2 of them are with V8s.
So the Panther was a convertible then.
The Panther is a convertible. So let's see. Of those coupes, you got 1 3LT, 1 2LT, and 2 2SSs, and one is the Hendrick car, which is right there. And that one is in Rick Hendrick Chevrolet, Naples, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And of the convertibles, 16 convertibles. We do have some Panthers left. We got 9 3LTs, 4 1LTs, and 3 2LTs in the colors of, oh, hey now, where are you going? Panther Black Metallic, Summit White, Nitro Yellow, Black, Shark Skin Red Hot, and Riptide Blue, which is the color of our Equinox EV.
There you go again with that R.
I know, right? Riptide. Yeah, kind of crazy. Or coupes. So, yeah.
Why do you keep dragging me into that treachery?
What treachery? Let's see here. So they want for this 3LT convertible, MSRP is $54,820. They want 50 grand. So they're taking $4,820 off the car.
You are a traitor.
You just say that because you want to watch the show. Is anyone else watching that show, Traders? It's pretty awesome.
I am a faithful.
They call me Benny.
They call you Benny now.
Benedict Arnold at work.
Benedict Andrew.
Yeah. I'm Benny on the block.
Oh my God.
No Panther Black Matte. No, that 3LT right there is Panther Black Matte. Oh no. Sorry, Panther Black Metallic. Panther Black Matte is it was only for the ZL ones, which obviously sold within the first couple weeks of the vehicles being announced. Now you can on the secondary market find one and buy one. There is one for sale on my Panther group right now for $130,000, and that car has never been driven. Still has all the plastic on the seats and everything.
The ZL1?
ZL1, yeah. I want 130 grand for it.
That's a lot of cha-ching.
Yes, David. That is the ongoing joke at my work that I am a traitor to the New Republic.
I am a faithful.
She's a faithful. David says he'd rather walk to work over driving an EV.
the facts.
Kind of crazy, y'all. Kind of crazy. Well, that's what's left, guys. Can you believe it? We're at the end. And one of these days, one of these weeks, Wednesdays or Thursday nights where we're here, we're going to open the website and there will no longer be a Chevrolet Camaro new for sale. Think about that.
That's scary.
Where are we going? By the way, those Panther emblems were not cheap.
Oh,
Look
we
them
know.
up. Yeah, I know. I may
sets.
or may not have a few sets. I may or may not have like a steering wheel, an extra steering wheel emblem. Why? Yeah, check how much that was.
That was retarded.
Yeah, that was retarded. It's a lot of money.
That cost more than the emblems.
Yep. Drill, baby, drill. Hell yeah.
Right into the bank account.
Tonya tomorrow with Girl Cave. Spider wants to know tomorrow Girl Cave.
Anybody gonna come on and
she needs a guest.
Entertain?
Who would like to be Tonya's guest tomorrow on Girl Cave? We need a guest. Sign up. Also, does anybody here know who Harlan Charles is? Does everybody know in the chat who Harlan Charles is? Because we would like to try to get him on the cave to discuss Camaro. We don't know if he would do it. We would love to extend the invitation to Harlan and bring him on the show.
GM anymore, so
but he does no longer work for General Motors, so
he doesn't have to keep his mouth shut.
He might be able to talk a little bit. And Andy, I respect your decision and give you a hard time, but
we will not be able to secure him by tomorrow.
I think he made the right choices for you. No, I appreciate it, David. Yeah, it made financial sense. Trust me, if I could find something that was better, that was gas, I would have. Wild Hammer carries them. Yes, they do. So you can try to get them from the dealership. I do saw his Corvette today deal. Yeah, he did a YouTube with the Corvette channel today yesterday.
Harlan?
Yes, that's why I'm talking about it.
Maybe we can get him.
So maybe we can get Harlan. So for people that don't know who Harlan is, he spent the last 2 years on the Camaro
Camaro
team, but the last 30 plus years on the Corvette. But at the end of Camaro's life, they needed a marketing manager, product manager, and they gave him the role.
Well, he earned it.
Well, of course, because he's a genius. But he did play a huge role in the Panther cars and the last year of Camaro, and we'd love to talk to him about it. So if Harlan is watching this, or he's on, or anyone knows him that's on here, we would love to extend the invitation to Harlan to come on the Camaro Cave and discuss the final years of Camaro.
Life as a GM.
Life as a GM, his whole career with General Motors and Corvette, and he's got to have so many stories. We'd love to find out. And I'm sure you fans would love to hear from another lifer of General Motors who seemed to have gotten the shaft, pushed to retire early.
I found it. There's my 3rd gen.
Show the world.
That was my 3rd gen. And Tonya, like 30 years ago.
Yep. We've all had 3rd gens.
I loved my 3rd gen.
Oh, yeah. 100%, Spider. I'm in. Would be more than an hour show. See, with him, it probably would be. From what I've heard, he's a talker, and there's nothing wrong with that because I'm a talker. Clearly, she knows.
No, not you.
Little old me. kind of crazy. So yeah, are we doing Girl Cave tomorrow night? Tonya, you doing Girl
I
Cave?
mean, I guess.
Would anybody like to come on tomorrow night's Girl Cave that is watching? So this is where I got the poll question from, guys. So far, we're going to end the poll here, but we had 22 votes on the poll, and looks like the Impala took the cake. 68% people voted for the Impala sedan to come back. 23% of people voted for the Malibu to return, and 9% people voted for the Cruise. Nobody voted for the Cobalt.
Nobody wants the Cobalt.
I mean, the Cobalt SS was a pretty badass vehicle. I'm not gonna lie.
No
Andy, a
love.
talker, never. I'm guilty too, though. No, get out of here, David. Not really. Gonna end that poll, y'all. Thank you for participating. We'll try. Have my daughter for dinner and chatting. So this, let's see what their results were of the poll. Because there's a lot of sedans out there in the market right now. If Chevy would reintroduce a sedan, what should it be? Full size, bigger the better. Let's see what they say. Say people want the bigger sedans. And that's what Cadillac went. Cadillac still sells the CT4, CT5, and they sold the CT6, which was super long, but they did sell them. And they still sell the CT4 and CT5. Interesting. But just bringing a vehicle back doesn't mean you would buy one. So what would they have to do in order for me to get people to buy one?
Bring back the Camaro.
I don't disagree. Cobalt SS was fun, but not my favorite. Had a 2021 Impala, triple black. Foreign cars only sedan market. That is sad but true. And Kia is doing very well with their sedans. And I see them everywhere. So, but yeah, no American company out of the big three make a sedan anymore. So there's that. Unless you count the Charger now, because the Charger is a sedan. Go figure.
Always has been.
I mean, yeah, but it's an electric sedan. So that's it for us, y'all. We've been on here for a little over an hour now, almost an hour and a half. But we do appreciate y'all. If anyone would like to join in tomorrow night, send us an email so we can schedule it ahead of time and create the episode. Yeah. Tony will be on tomorrow night with Girl Cave, but she needs a guest. So if you want to join in, send us a email at thecamarocave@gmail.com, and you can join in and be on the show with us. Well, with her. I just the man behind the screen. No, it's not a two-door coupe. Yeah, she's got a big back seat. It is a coupe, though. You're right. For sure, because they don't make the Challenger anymore. Yet. But that's it. Look at this spider. What are you doing, girl? Look at this cat. It's one of our Panthers. That's Jilly.
Daddy's girl.
Yep. The right girl. Yeah. But we do appreciate y'all being here tonight, and every Wednesday night we're here. Yes, I know we need to start posting more videos. We are going to do that. We appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. Keep the faith, because Camaro's not dead. As much as you hear all the inklings online, don't fall for the fake stuff, but it's not done yet. And don't forget to
buckle your seatbelt and keep the faith.
There you go. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.